this where Voita wanted me to go? There's someone living here. I suppose I'll ask if he knows anything.
Hey, what are you looking at? Get out of here, or I'll show you.
Easy. I don't want any trouble. I just wanted to ask you something.
Well, I ain't gonna answer. I'll beat you like a dog. Go to hell! Mercy, spare me!
Well, have you calmed down?
Please, don't kill me!
I won't kill you, but I want you to answer a few of my questions. Why did you attack me?
I don't want nobody here. People are nothing but problems and pain.
What do you mean?
Don't look, Libor. Just don't look.
What? Who's Libor? What are you talking about?
Wolves! Get away from him, you beasts! Libor! Libor, get up and get the shovel! We can't just leave him here like this.
Leave who? Damn it, man, what are you babbling about?
Is it you? My friend! I can hardly recognize you.
Wait, do we know each other?
How long has it been? A year? 2? Do you still talk to Voita?
Voita? The painter? You know him?
No, that's not possible. Voita is dead. You can't talk to nobody now. I still go and pray for him at our tree. When's the last time you were there, eh? You really go there? I'm afraid to even get close. Just thinking of it makes my stomach turn. It makes me think of that bloody murderer. Burkhard.
Burkhard?
They left him in the forest. Beaten, broken, and then the wolves found him. Where am I? Who are you?
Wait, are you talking to me?
Who else would I be talking to?
Well, before you were... it doesn't matter. My name is Henry. Voita sent me here. Do you know him?
Aye, of course. You're here for the sword, aren't you?
What? What sword?
This one, of course. It's broken, I know, but maybe it could be fixed. Here, take it. And tell him I reckon I'll never be a real knight.
Wait, why don't you want the sword?
All it does is make me all confused. Besides, it suits you a lot better. Please, take it.
Very well. I'll take it. Maybe it really could be reforged with a bit of elbow grease. I suppose I'll take a look around then. The dugout itself looks rather ordinary. Maybe there'll be something interesting inside. All right, this is a bit odd. I reckon it wasn't here 20 years ago. Two wooden toy swords. Quite old too, by the looks of them. Could they have been Voita's? This doesn't seem particularly healthy. I went to the dugout you mentioned.
And? What did you see?
Well, it wasn't as abandoned as you said it was. There's some sort of madman living there.
What? A madman? That's strange. Unless... No, that's impossible. Did you talk to him? What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He just lunged at me and tried to kill me. Eventually he calmed down, but then he started spouting nonsense. Like he didn't even notice I was there. He gave me this broken sword. Does it seem familiar to you?
I don't know much about swords. Why don't you tell me what the man said?
He mentioned you, someone called Libor, and Burkhard. He said Burkhard killed you. That Voiter is dead.
And now you're worried you've been talking to a dead man this whole time, eh? Really? Sounds like a coincidence. I'm sure Burkhard has killed many Voiters.
That's a bit too many coincidences for my taste. Are you sure you don't have something to tell me? Go on. You know you can trust me.
You see, that dugout, we always used to meet up there, me and my two friends. Libor, who it seems you've met, and Voiter.
And this real Voiter, he was your friend, right?
Aye. Though I wasn't much of a good friend to him. Everything that happened, it was my fault. They killed him because of me.
If you're not Voiter, who are you?
I told you. Voiticus ex Aridus.
You said it's the same thing, just in Latin. Besides, you're Czech as can be.
Very well. Originally it was... I don't seem to recall. My God! I haven't used my name in so long, I can't remember it anymore.
So you knew Libor lives in the dugout? That's why you sent me there?
No. I really thought it was abandoned. The last I heard of Libor was that he ran away from home. I thought I'd never see him again, and I can't say that bothered me. After they killed Voiter, I couldn't look him in the eye.
What did you want me to see in the dugout?
Nothing specific, just the place itself. I used to spend time there with my friends when we were lads. We liked it there, and deaf Ludwig let us play there as much as we wanted. I spent whole days up on the roof, just admiring the surroundings and drawing. That is, until I fell through it.
So you weren't going to tell me about Libor and Voiter?
I wanted to, but I didn't even know how to start. I suppose I was hoping if you see the place, it would help me somehow. And in the end, it did.
Why do you blame yourself for Voiter's death?
Because it was my fault. If I had been there for him when he needed me, I may as well have chased him into Burkhard's grasp myself.
What do you mean?
Well, just like in the Trotsky region, Burkhard gathered a band of lads around him, and Voiter was one of them. And me and Libor didn't like it. So we tried to convince him to stop. Only Burkhard found out, and he made an example out of Voiter for anyone who'd think to betray him.
So the thing with Burkhard was purely revenge?
You could say that. I'd been fighting it for so long. But when I found out at Trotsky he was nearby, I couldn't hold back any longer.
That's enough for now. We can come back to it later.
To tell you the truth, since we got all the way here, I have another favor to ask. Another one, I know,
Go on then. What is it?
You see, I'd be truly grateful if you could visit Voiter's grave and say a prayer for him. I reckon nobody's done that in years. I know I haven't.
Where can I find the grave?
Unfortunately, it's not exactly close. It's not even consecrated. Me and Libor had to bury him ourselves.
That must have been really hard.
It was, but that was so long ago now.
You know, we really do have a lot in common. I buried my parents, and you...
And you never stop thinking about it, even once you make your peace with it.
Why haven't you been there in so long?
I just couldn't. It's easier for me to just work and not think about it.
You think Libor goes there?
I reckon you know more about what Libor has been doing these past 20 years than I do.
You know what? I think he mentioned something about praying and some tree. But who knows what he meant. Wouldn't you like to go and see him and talk to him?
No. I'm glad he's alive. But I can't imagine going to see him. Or what I would tell him. Maybe when I'm not so busy.
All right. Let's leave it be then. Is there anything specific you want me to mention in the prayer?
Please, pray for his soul. He may have done some bad things, but even so, he was one of the best people I knew. And that I hope he... Just use your best judgment. I'm not sure what I'd say myself. Maybe that's why I haven't been there in so long.
Why don't you put the brushes down and come with me?
All the way there? No, I'm afraid not. At least not now. To be perfectly honest, one of the reasons I'm sending you there is so you can tell me how it looks, before I work up the courage to go there myself.
Wait, you still haven't told me where the grave is?
Ah, right. How can I... When we were lads, we found this tree near Messales. It had 3 trunks. There was 3 of us. You know me. I thought it was a sign. And that's where we buried Voiter.
A tree with 3 trunks near Messales. I'll be searching for that for a month. I need some better directions, Voiter. Wait, should I even call you that anymore?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer if you did. Most people call me Voiter, so you'd look like a madman calling me anything else.
I still find it rather strange you took your dead friend's name.
I know, but I just had to do it. So that his legacy lives on with every work I create.
Wait, we were talking about the grave. Where can I find it? Tell me exactly.
How would I describe it? When you get to the center of Messales, then follow the stream towards Shramek's barn. Then... Hold on, I'm trying to make a mental picture of the surroundings.
I have to say, I'd expect an artist like you to have no trouble with that.
It was somewhere past Shramek's pen, behind his barn. Just follow the cow pen all the way back towards the forest. And once you're past it, take a sharp left. Wait, no, right. And then all the way to the forest. Then you'll see the tree.
Is that as specific as you can get?
I'm afraid so. I haven't been there in over 20 years.
All right, I'll go there.
My respects.
No need to sharpen this. What's new?
Nothing much. If you're looking...
What do you have for...
Nothing to your liking, sir. Fucking steer. Excellent. It was a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Bloody hell. I'm overheating it. This is useless. I should move it.
What a day.
Well, I'm about halfway done. I'm always hitting the same place. That's no good.
My humble respects.
God bless.
G'day, g'day. It's you! Thank you for taking the sword. Since it's been gone, I can breathe easy. And think, mainly. Wait, I'll show you some tips for surviving in the wilderness.
I reforged your broken sword. It's a bit more fragile now, but if you take good care of it, it will last.
It looks beautiful, but you see, I don't want it anymore. Keep it. It suits you better anyway.
I can't keep it. It belongs to you. Look at it this way. If a broken sword can be fixed, so can a broken man. But it will take some effort.
It just makes me feel horrible, just looking at it. My thoughts get all jumbled and...
I still think you should take it. You have to face your fears.
All right then. I'll take it and give it a try.
I spoke to Voita, the painter. He said you used to be friends, a long time ago.
But Voita is dead. Please, don't talk about it. It makes me want to cry.
No, wait. I mean your other friend, the painter. He calls himself Voita now, but he used to have a different name.
No, I don't want to remember. Don't make me. I want it to be over. Make it stop hurting. Make it stop for good.
But... all right. sorry. I won't torment you anymore. Why do you live here, anyway?
Here? I feel at home here. When everything was all right, I felt comfortable here. With them. Without worries.
I hope this is Shramek's barn, because there's nobody to ask. Where did he say to go next? There should be a fence past the barn. This must be the fence. Now to get to the other side. Back there by the woods. Here's where the fence ends. I'm supposed to take a hard right here. If Voita didn't mix up his directions, that is. This must be the tree. The grave must be somewhere nearby. My God. It's clear nobody has been here in years. It looks terrible. If I really want to honor Voita's memory, I should clean the place up first. Pull the weeds, clear the debris, and clean the gravestone. Heavenly Father, I know no one's been here in a while, but please see that Voita's soul rests in peace. Only you know what happened back then, but surely it wasn't so bad Voita's soul wouldn't deserve redemption. And please help the painter, whatever his name may be. Whatever he did, he surely regrets it, through Christ our Lord. Amen. I shouldn't do that. I just prayed here.
Whoa!
Christ. He hung himself. I shouldn't have given him that sword. I reckon I should tell Voita, but he has a lot on his plate as it is. If he found out his friend died, I visited Voita's grave. It was in a rough state, all overgrown and unkempt. But I tidied it up and said a prayer for his soul.
Thank you, Henry. And did you mention me as well?
Yes. I prayed for you as well.
Thank you very much. I feel terrible for not going myself, but I promise I'll visit when the right time comes.
Tell me more about Voita and Libor.
Nothing but bad memories come to mind. We used to spend a lot of time together. But as we got older, it all started to fall apart. I devoted myself more and more to my painting, and Libor, as the son of a bailiff, dealt with his father.
Wait, Libor is the son of a bailiff?
Aye, but it doesn't matter much these days. His mother died shortly after he disappeared, and his father, who knows where he ended up.
Did Libor know you paint? He only shrugged his shoulders when I mentioned a painter.
To tell the truth, I never discussed it much with him. I'd shown Voita some sketches, but Libor, all he cared about were girls. Oh, and swords. He grew up at Rathouse, so he saw soldiers and knights differently than us paupers.
What about Voita? What was he like?
He didn't have anyone besides us. And then Burkhard showed up. Voita was never a saint. Sometimes he stole food, got in scraps here and there. But Burkhard changed him completely. Suddenly he didn't have time for us. And when we did meet up, he was always telling us how he robbed some traveler here or beat up some old woman there.
But I still don't see how this is your fault.
I envy you then. You see, Voita wanted to spend time with us. He was always inviting us somewhere, but we, or I, rather, would hear none of it. All I cared about was my painting. And Voita was just wasting my time. We got in an awful argument over it once. We were both drunk then. Voita on schnapps, and me on my pride.
How did the argument end?
I don't recall what all was said. You know how it is. You get in an argument with someone, and the next day, you can't remember what you said. I do remember one thing, though. I said, there's no room in my life for dirty, drunken thieves who blow smoke up Burkhard's arse.
Then what happened?
Well, we wanted to get rid of Burkhard. We were going to go through Libor's pa. But we met with Voita first. We told him to pack up his things in Burkhard's camp and meet us at the tree. But, well, when we got to him, he was just lying there. We had to chase off the wolves that were, well, Voita was in an awful state. Beaten to death with a helmet.
Kurva.
We chased off the wolves, but Libor was inconsolable and wouldn't stop crying. So I sent him to the village to get a shovel. While he was gone, I realized Voita was still breathing. He was in awful shape. He couldn't talk or move. Lord, have mercy on me. When Libor returned, I told him to give me his sword, but he said no, that we could still save him. We got in a terrible argument over it. In the end, it was Libor who put Voita out of his misery. Then we buried him. Not in hallowed ground, but still better than behind the cemetery wall.
You were bloody lucky. Burkhard could have killed you, too.
You know, in the end, I reckon Voita never betrayed us. But that didn't stop me from looking over my shoulder. All right. But now tell me, wasn't it all my fault?
We are each the author of our own destiny. Voita joined up with Burkhard, and it cost him his life. What's important is where your decisions lead you.
I hope you're right, Henry. I hope you're right.
I'll let you work.
All right. And Henry, thank you.